Hello, everybody. Good evening and welcome to our today's session. Okay, so first of all, how are you guys doing? How's the Saturday going? How's it been? Has it been beautiful? How's the weekend on your part? On my part, it has been quite amazing so far. Hi. Okay, I'm so sorry about that little glitch. I don't really know what happened, but please, apologies. So, what was I saying? I was asking how's your weekend unfolding? Is it awesome? Is it beautiful? How is it going so far, right? So, before we continue, I'm going to start by introducing myself. My name's Alorean Mifan, and I am a trainer with Impact Her, right? I'm equally the digital marketing strategies at Impact Her, okay? And I will be taking today's session. Now, where am I joining you from? I'm joining you from the beautiful country called Cameroon. I'm joining you from the very beautiful country called Cameroon. It's a wonderful country, it's equally called Africa in miniature. You see, we have a lot of food. If one day you want to pass by, don't hesitate to holler at me, right? So now I would like to know with whom I'm on the call this evening. Please let me know, where are you joining us from? How is your evening so far? Okay, how's your weekend going? What's your name equally? Please tell me what's your name. What's your name? Where are you joining us from? And you can also add how you're faring, and equally okay, how your weekend is going, right? But most importantly, your name, where you're joining us from. You can even add your business name. Why not? That would be very awesome, because being on this course is also a possibility of networking, also a possibility of being in contact with other people. So I'm heading over to the comment section to see if anybody has replied yet. Nobody yet, but please let us know where you're joining us from. Please don't be shy. Okay, please do not be shy. It's important that we can relate on the call. In fact, these sessions are meant to be very interactive. They're meant to be very communicative. So if I don't have feedback, it would be difficult for me to know exactly if you're understanding, if maybe there are some points where I need to come back, or other details. So it's very important that we are very reactive on the call, that we communicate, that we share information, and a lot more. Okay, so I just saw Priscilla comment. Priscilla is joining from North Legan. Okay, Priscilla, welcome, Priscilla. And she owns a beauty studio. Awesome. North Olegan, please, which country is that? Okay, please forgive me, but please just precise the country, right? Thanks, Priscilla, for doing that. Now, like Priscilla, can we all get to the comment section and then give our names, where we are joining from, and our business? Very important, names, where we're joining from, and our business. So for those that are just joining and that maybe do not have the opportunity to hear my own name and where I am joining from and what I do, I will take it all over. My name is Lorianne, and I am a trainer with Impact Her, but equally a digital marketing strategist at Impact Her, right? So where am I joining you guys from? I'm joining you from the beautiful country known as Cameroon, precisely in the political capital of the country called Yaoundé. Okay, like I was telling you people, we are Africa in miniature. So you can one day come and join us. Oh, awesome, Priscilla, awesome. I've heard about Ghana and I love Accra a lot. Maybe one day I can be your guest. Who knows? Okay, so thank you all so much for joining, and I'll still go ahead to encourage everybody, okay, to join and to introduce themselves. And equally, please, you can tell your friends we are live, because this session is going to be awesome. They will learn a lot of things. So please do well to tell everybody we are live. Do well to give us a thumbs up, okay, and equally subscribe so that you have the possibility to always be in the know whenever we are having an awesome training session. Subscribe to the channel too, because I'm pretty sure you will learn a lot throughout your journey. to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and you can tell everybody else we are live this evening. Okay, since we are already 5 minutes into time, right? While the others keep joining and while they keep leaving their name, where they're joining us from, and their business in the comment section, I'll go ahead and present to us what we would be covering this evening. So, what are we covering this evening? We are covering creating a digital marketing plan. This is our topic for this evening, sorry. Creating a digital marketing plan. Now, what is on our agenda? First of all, we're going to have a review of digital marketing, right? You need to know what is it about, and then what are the key considerations you need to have in mind as far as digital marketing is concerned. The next point that we'll be covering this evening is how you can build your own digital marketing plan. Very important. Now, I'm just going to tell you why. You know, when you're starting your journey on the digital sphere, it's very important that you know exactly what leg, okay, you're supposed to place where and how. That is why you need a plan. You need a plan because, first of all, the plan will tell you about the channels that are adequate for you. And then in the plan, you're going to choose how you are going to actually position yourself on the digital sphere. And the third thing is we'll be looking at harnessing the power of digital advertising. So, first of all, an intro to digital marketing. Secondly, how to build the digital marketing plan. And to conclude, harnessing the power of digital advertising. But then, before we dive into the session, I'm just going to tell everybody that Google is offering a free boot camp. This is a very awesome opportunity. I'm being very honest with you guys. You will learn a lot. You will learn about your business. You will learn how to take your business to another level. You will learn how to scale. You will learn so many important and exceptional aspects about business. You know, you have deeper knowledge and insights about digital marketing. You even learn how to pitch. Very important training. And then it's a boot camp. So it runs for a week, Monday to Friday, right? And obviously, it's not going to be the whole day, but it's going to be the first part of the day. But it's really awesome. I advise every single business owner to use this opportunity because it's an opportunity for you to scale. Okay, you're using the least amount of resources, yet you're going to be doing something substantial for your business. And I will be dropping this link in the comment section, right, for the Hustle Academy Bootcamp. So do what? Click on this link, click on the link, and then register for the bootcamp. Very, very important. Register for the bootcamp. It's very, very important and crucial. Now, let me click. That's the link already. You can register in there. Very important. Ghana, South Africa, anywhere you are, just register, right? Whenever your cohort is going to be announced, you're going to join. So, welcome to Zandi and welcome to Marina Odei. You guys are most welcome. So, let's continue with our today's session. Now, I have a question. How do you currently engage with your customers? Okay, so what's your process or what's your actions? What are the things that you carry out to be in conversation with your customers? How do you currently engage with your customers? Let us know in the comment section. How do you currently engage with your customers? Please let us know in the comment section. What do you do? Good afternoon, being the gifts woman. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. Please, can I know your name so that I would not list that? By the way, for those that are just joining and did not have the possibility to hear my name, I'm Lorian and I'm joining you from Cameroon. So, what are we covering this evening? Creating a digital marketing plan. And I have a question for all of you. How do you currently engage with your customers? Okay. Hi, Priscilla. Is it? Oh, so there are many Priscillas in Ghana, right? Awesome. Very beautiful name. Now, let me know, how do you currently engage from? Okay, so Zambi said face to face Facebook market. Awesome. Face to face and Facebook market. So, apart from Zambi, who else? Can I have more responses, please? Can I have more responses, please? How do you currently engage with your customers? Hi, Jessie. Tracy. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Welcome equally to all those that are not yet telling me that they're on the call. You're all welcome. Mm. So, welcome Oyote, and he says he currently engages with his customers via WhatsApp and Google. Awesome. This is really interesting. Nana from Ghana, face to face. Okay. Now that we've had responses, this is really incredible. You know, face to face is very interesting because it's important to have that contact with the customer. Why? It's reassuring. They can see that you're a business. They can see that you're really, that they can attach something physical to the business, which is very important because nobody wants only have to do with the online sphere. Right? People sometimes want to see something that can reassure them, especially in Africa, because we're still getting there, right? But however, the digital sphere has brought in a lot of opportunities. So I'm actually very happy that I'm seeing people saying Google, I'm seeing other people saying WhatsApp, I'm seeing Facebook Market and all, because the online sphere too has brought a real advantage in communicating and engaging with customers. I'm going to really tell you something personal about me. You know, whenever I want to get to know a product, right, I stalk you. I stalk you on Facebook, on Instagram, wherever I think I can have valuable information from, because I want to be certain that whatever I'm purchasing is for my good. So I really do the stalking. And sometimes I can even go ahead and asking you questions. How much is these? How do you deliver these? How do you deal with this? Or how do you deal with that? Okay. So it's also important for you to be there, to be on the online sphere, because you can engage with your customers there. Also, this is a little stat and a little tip that I'm going to show you. Did you know that 80% of people who discover a new product via Instagram can get to the purchase point? Very, very awesome. That means some people just know or have seen something on Instagram, but thereafter they can actually decide to buy it via Instagram. So it's just for you to understand that even online is a very, very great source of engagement with your customers. Now that we've discussed this, please let's first of all have an introduction to digital marketing. Why? Because it's important that we live from the general to the particular. You need to know where we're living from and know where we're actually going to. Okay. So the first thing is, what is digital marketing? What is digital marketing? So I'm just going to give you directly an answer to this because I know that it's chicken change for all of us here, right? There's another question coming up. So do not be hastened. You have the possibility to answer. Now, let me give you guys a great definition of digital marketing. So, it's the promotion of products or brands using electronic devices or the internet. Key word: electronic devices or the internet, right? What does it include? Text messaging, instant messaging, video, app, podcast, electronic billboards, digital television, radio channels, and a lot more. Now, I want you guys to focus on something here. When we're talking about digital marketing, we're not only saying it's advertising only via the internet. It's advertising on the internet, yes, obviously, but it equally includes digital, digital items, digital tools. Even if I'm using a USB key to advertise something, it's digital marketing. For example, the world has really evolved. If you go, for example, to an event, you'd see, instead of them giving you a physical brochure, they can give you the brochure inside a USB key. And that tool is digital marketing too, because it is a tech tool. So digital marketing actually deals with using tech and using electronics to advertise. It can be on the internet like it cannot be on the internet. Do you realize that we even spoke of instant messaging? So if people are using bulk SMS, that is digital marketing. I don't know if that happens in Ghana, South Africa a lot, but here, MTN, which is a South African brand, by the way, they do this a lot. People pass through them to get messages to their contacts. So you can sit on your phone and then receive a message, maybe from an app, maybe from a company. That's a form of digital marketing too, because they're using my phone to get to me. That's tech, okay? So these are all this, even a TV, not a normal smart TV. You can get to an event and then you see a lot of videos being broadcasted and all that too is digital marketing. So it does not only mean using the internet, but it's all form of digital advertising. Okay, so it allows organizations, what can they do? Organize, campaigns, analyze the campaigns, analyze content and strategy to understand what is working and what is not working in real time and on time. It's a very, very awesome way for you to actually understand your customers, understand even what are the best ways you need to focus on them. Okay, so now that we have looked at digital marketing, let's go to some real reasons why you must be online. Because first of all, we live in a mobile world. We're talking about 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. This is great. Why are we talking with SIMs first? Because when we are getting into the digital sphere, everything tech from the SIM card is important. It's important from of data. So we have already 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa. 91% of South Africans own a mobile phone, with 80% in Kenya and Nigeria respectively. Now, if you look keenly, you see that we left from SIM and now we're going to phones. This to show us that the digital sphere is actually taking dimension in Africa. Now, if you check Ghana or if you check Cameroon, you see that the percentage too is quite increasing because many more people are getting to the understanding of the importance of digital marketing, understanding how it works and how it can be profitable for their businesses. Also, this is a great way for you to understand that if you're in Ghana, for example, and then one day you're aiming and having clients in South Africa, clients in Nigeria, you just look at the stats and it's a great way for you to feel encouraged to do business in those countries. Now, let's look at this last statistic. 65% of the active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. Now, not only are there 747 million SIP connections, and then 80 to 90% of people holding phones in Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa, but we're talking about 65% of people that have shopped online. This is a very key stat because here we're trying to show that people have actually gone there, that have actually taken the leap of faith to shop online. And that's why yesterday your first session was build your brand and sell online, to show you that online sales is increasing. Today we're looking at the fact that 65% of active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. Now, what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers? According to you, what do you think are the opportunities that might arise from connecting with customers online? What opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online? Hi, Tosin, welcome. Now I'm listening to everybody here. What opportunities might arise by connecting with customers online? Let me know in the comment section. Okay, for those that are just joining us, you're welcome. I actually said this session needs to be very interactive because I give and you give too, right? Because we're talking, we're collaborating on this call. Okay, so please tell me what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online. Hello. Please, let's not be shy. Can we all please just share what opportunities might arise getting new customers? Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, you can get new customers from being online. Awesome. Another response, please. Another response before I move forward, please. Another response, please. Can I have another response, please? Making sales. Thank you, Elizabeth, for giving me another response. This is awesome. And for the others, please let's be encouraged to participate and to communicate, right? A wider market online than face to face. Awesome. That is really wonderful. Thank you there. Mo says it increases your customer database. Nice, Emanuela. Nice. More exposure, networks, global markets. Awesome. Thank you so much for this comment, because it's actually true. The digital sphere has a lot of opportunities, from making sales to meeting a wider audience to engaging with your customers to knowing how you're even doing on the online sphere. There are a lot of advantages. Now let's look at them all together. Okay, what are these opportunities? First of all, increase reach. Like Moses said, you can actually reach I think Immanuela mentioned that you can reach a larger pool. You have access to a larger pool of customers. Okay, increase reach. Then you can learn about your customers. This is very, very, very key. Why? Because when you're online, you don't only see these people, you can actually know about them. You can know from what they do when they come to your page. What do they like? What do they focus on? That makes you know exactly what they prefer and what they do not prefer. You can equally learn about them by having to visit their own personal profile, so that you can see what they like and what they do not like. Okay, lastly is you can communicate and support. So how can you do that? By being present and by being very reactive, whether you're using WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. These platforms all permit you to exchange equally, even with a very great Google tool, which is the Google My Business or Google Business Profile. You learn about it in the next session, right? Or in the sessions coming up. It's a very, very great tool to communicate and support. So these are some of the opportunities that might arise from you being online. Now, let's talk about the key channels you need to consider for digital marketing. First of all, we have SEO, then we have SEM, SMM, display marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. Let's start with SEO. So SEO is simply a process whereby you're optimizing your website for it to rank above or to rank amongst the first in the search engine results. Remember that sometimes, or in fact generally, all of us do searches. Do you know that there are about 3 trillion searches that are being done per day on Google? So if you have a well optimized website, your website might fall amongst the searches that are in it, and which is a very key aspect of your marketing. So search engine optimization is a process whereby you generate content, you produce, or you carry out every necessary action for your website to rank first. The second channel that we are looking at here is search engine marketing. Now, you see, unlike search engine optimization, where it's organic, means you don't pay for it, you're actually working, you're actually giving Google the process to see that you're a trustworthy website through all the organic actions that you're carrying out. Search engine marketing, when you pay, Google puts you above. So it's actually the action of paying for you to be ranked first, right? Then we have social media marketing. Like, this is something that most of us are already familiar with. It's using the social network to gain traffic, attention, and reach new people, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all the social media platforms that we all know. Then we have display marketing, which is simply online advertising in many different formats on many websites across the internet. So how do I normally explain this for you to really understand? Whenever we go to the main streets, we see very large billboards. Have you ever asked yourself why those billboards are placed maybe at central towns or at junctures have a lot of affluence? It's because they know that many people are going to see them. It's a bit the same process with display marketing. So you actually design a very nice billboard, but then you're putting it on a website that has a lot of affluence, so that the clients that come to that website can see it, and it can be in different formats. It could be a banner, it could be an infographic, it could be a link, everything. You could even use display advertising on an app. I don't know if maybe in your countries the app Boomplay is available. Even Spotify, sometimes they use it. You see, when you've not really paid, you're not using the paid version. Generally, while you're listening to music, you see ads pop up. Even on Candy Crush, you're going to see adverts pop up, right? This equally is a process of display advertising. Then we have email marketing, which is simply collecting and using email addresses to communicate with users. Then we have content marketing. And I don't know if you've heard it before, but content is king. Why is content king? Because it's that particular channel that cuts across everything. For your website to rank above, you need to do content. Okay, you need to provide, you need to have a lot of information on that website, which is clear, useful, right? For you even to pay and Google to consider that you're a serious website, they need to find content, because when you pay them, they see, oh, okay, this website has actually been doing efforts and they need a little boost. So why not take them above, right? So social media marketing too, for you to have a great social media traction, for you to actually, get to your clients and have a real impact, you need to provide content. Yeah, you need to be very creative. Same process with display marketing, same process with email marketing. So content is actually very interesting, very important. Okay, so it's simply creating and sharing different types of content, such as blog posts, videos, guides, infographics to attract attention and to drive traffic. Now, we're going to stop here for now, and I'll be listening to your various questions. So, what did we just present? We just had an overview of digital marketing. At this level, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions or preoccupations? Do we have any questions or preoccupations? Thank you so much for everybody sharing in the chat section. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so participative. Do we have any questions so far? What did we cover? We actually defined digital marketing. We looked at opportunities for you to be online, which we actually, you know, increased these opportunities by looking at the benefits you have by being online, and then we just presented the various digital marketing channels available. So far, do we have any question, please? Do we have any questions? If we have no questions, we can as well comment that we have no questions. Okay, thank you so much, Catherine, for mentioning that. I believe everybody concurs with Catherine, or does anybody have a question, please? I want to make sure that it's understandable. Is it understandable? How is the session going so far? Leave that to, okay, thanks so much, Lucy. Leave that too in the comment section. Please, I'm a great teacher. Should I blush? All right. By the way, if you have any question, please do not hesitate to drop it in the chat. I would come around to always answer these questions, okay? Because remember, the session has to be very, very interactive. Now, let's go to the second part where we're talking about building your digital marketing plan. It's one thing to already, have an overview of digital marketing, but now for you to actually make the most of this platform, you need to first of all build a digital marketing plan. Remember, failing to plan is, somebody please complete that sentence in the comment section. Failing to plan is, I know you get it right though. So let's look at the steps that you will need to take to build your digital marketing plan. The first step is you need to make sure that you highlight what are your business goals and objectives. The second step is where you talk about how much you're ready to disburse for this. That means your budget and your resources. The third step is you need to identify who am I talking to? Very important, because they are the base of everything. The fourth step, you need to decide what channels to actually take up or use with respect to this audience, with respect to the goals that you're trying to achieve at a particular point in your business. Fifth, you have to plan all this together. And at the sixth step, you are measuring, right? Very important. Now, let's start with the first step, your business goals and objectives. Now, let's look at it with Monday, business goals and objectives. So, here we're answering the question, what do you want to achieve? Very important. What do you want to achieve? So, Mandy says, hi, I am Mandy. I am a hairdresser. My business goals are to get more customers through my doorstep, both new and past, and make more people in my area know my business exists. Now, what do we realize? Monday is clear about what she wants. So, She has defined what sector of activity she's into, and she has mentioned that she wants to get more customers, both the new and the past customers, right? Now let's go to what we can call online objectives. Now, you need to understand that when you're into business, you have goals like money, you have a goal. But then, when you come on the online sphere, you need to know how to translate this normal business goal into an online objective. So, what are some examples of online objectives? It could be to increase traffic to your website, to increase online sales, to increase social media page likes or follows from my customers, to increase online reach and awareness. These could be the online goals that you are trying to achieve, right? But now let's see now how this can be translated with your business goal. So if you are at the point where in your business you're seeking to increase online reach and awareness, okay, in the business, it means make more people know you exist. So let me take it the other way around. If you want many more people to know that you exist, it's the same way as increasing online reach and awareness. If you want to sell more products on the internet sphere, we're going to say you want to increase website sales. If you want to get found by more people, means you want to increase social media page likes and follows from your customers. Or if you want to get more returning customers, that means you want people to keep coming back like money. You want to increase traffic to your website. This is so that you can understand now what tool you can use, because when you've clearly identified what you want your business to do and you have a clue of what it means online, then you can now think of what channel can work with this online objective. Okay, this is really key for you to understand. Mm, okay, so Moses asked me to explain more about SEO, and thank you very much to those that commented saying that I'm doing well. Thank you so much. So Moses, before I continue, or before I dive deeper, SEO is a full meaning of search engine optimize. Oh, sorry, is the abbreviation of search engine optimization. You know, when you come online, right? I'm sure you've done this before. Let's say that you want to look for a restaurant around you. You type restaurant near me on Google, right? You're going to see a lot of searches. The process by which, right, one of those websites or all those websites do to rank above on top of the website pages is what we call search engine optimization. In fact, don't bother, we're going to look at this um, as we continue, right? We're going to look at this process. Don't bother. I'll get there. So what was I saying? I was actually mentioning the fact that when you know your business goal and you have the corresponding goal as an online objective, then you can actually also think of the right channel for this. Okay, and we're going to see that deeper when we'll be looking at marketing channels. Now, the step two is the budget and resource. And what question are we answering here is what is possible? What can I do with the amount of resources that I own? Okay. Somebody says, I don't have a website yet, as it is too much of an investment right now. I do not have a website yet, as it's too much of an investment right now. So she knows what she can afford. Maybe she can't afford a website yet, but we're all going to see together what Monday can afford with the amount of money that she has. But then let's talk about your audience. Now, simply put, your audience are the people that you are targeting, okay? The people that your business is addressed to, and they are equally your clients, your future, your present clients. So Monday says, I am targeting females in my local area. My most valuable customers are females above 30 years old. They normally have children and work part-time. Most of them use Facebook. If you notice something, Monday is very clear about the gender. In fact, she's very clear about her audience in general, and this is very important. When you're doing business, don't just say my audience or my target audience are women. I mean, that's vague, very vague, and it does not even help you, because the same needs of somebody that is 30 years old is not the same needs of somebody that is 18 years old. It's not even the same channel. It's not even the same process of convincing. If you're talking to people that are from 13 to 18, you have to think of TikTok in your strategy, because they are really there, and everything video, creative, fun, interesting, you find them there. When you're talking to somebody that is 30 years old, you're talking in a way you can be fun sometimes, but sometimes it's generally reassuring them, giving them benefits, a little bit more serious, talking their language, right? You need to also be able to talk their language. So you need to understand all this. If you notice, Monday mentioned the fact that she's targeting females. She equally mentioned the area where she's targeting this female. She went as far as mentioning the age of these people. She even gave how they work, and she even said they have kids. So it's important that when you two are trying to mention your target audience, you should try to be as specific as this: the gender, the age group, do they work, right? Do they don't work? If they work, around how much can they be paid, right? So you also know how to price your products. If they don't work, are they self-entrepreneurs? Are they women at home? You need to have all these details. Are they married? Are they not married? Do they have kids? With respect to whatever business you are carrying out. So the fourth point is the marketing channels. Now remember, I told you when I was introducing your online objectives and talking about what it means with your business goal, I told you it's important that you have a clear view of this, because you need to understand your marketing channels, right? So if your online objective is to increase online reach and awareness, you already know that the marketing channels you should be choosing is display, social media, or content marketing. No, reach and awareness is making people know you exist. So if your business goal is that you want to make people know that you exist online, you want to increase reach and awareness, and it means you should use a lot of display, social media, and content marketing. Now, there's a very nice brand that I got to know in Kenya, because I follow, like I'm trying to cover how many brands and how marketing is being done in all those other countries, Kenya, Ghana. Like I'm just trying to see. And there's this influencer that started a brand called Hekaya. Oh no, there's this popular brand seller that collaborated with this influencer called I've forgotten the influencer's name, but they have beautiful pairs of sandals called Hikaya, I'm sure, something like that. And for them to make this known, they use display advertising. It's very important. Like, it's a good process. I was able to see their adverts on some websites where I was consulting, because I actually saw them on Instagram, and then I subscribed to their newsletter, so they know that I use Google too. So they're using Google advertising. Very great. And I'm pretty sure other people will get to know more about them via this method. Okay, social media, display, and content marketing. Now, if you want to increase website sales, then you're using SEM, SEO, and email marketing. SEM stands for search engine marketing. If you want to increase traffic to your website, right, get more returning customers. Yeah, returning customers. SEM, SEO, email marketing. Why? Because these methods permit you to advertise, then again you can optimize, and SEO and SEM really happens with your website. Email marketing, because it's very great for an already engaged audience. That means people who have already known you, they already know your products and services, they're already in your zone, right? Email marketing is very important. So you can send them an email and then do a lot of call to actions. Click here, have more information here. We would like to know about you. Just click here so that we can talk, right? Very important. If you want to increase customer loyalty, that means social media, email marketing, and content marketing are very, very adequate, right? So choose with respect to where your business is. And it's very okay to start with one, because when you've achieved one goal, obviously that leads you to the other. Step 5 is where you're planning all these activities all together, right? And then let's look a bit at what it can look like. From the focus on the detail and get strategy. So Monday says my online objectives are to reach more people in my local area and get more returning customers. So amongst the four sections that should be listed below, Monday is actually looking forward to achieve two, right? So she said, I don't have a website yet and it's too much of an investment right now. How could digital help me? Let's see how could digital help her. First of all, she can list her business on the Google business profile and create a free website. In fact, this tool is very interesting and very awesome. If you don't have a Google business profile yet, I'll encourage you to do so. But if you don't know how to go about it, do not fret, right? We have a whole session on Google business profile. You learn about it. So be very focused. Now, also you can set up a Facebook page and collect reviews and post pictures of customer hairstyle. So this is the second thing that she's going to do after her Google business profile that will equally help her create a free website. The third thing now is use Facebook advertising to target people in your local area with an offer to attract new customers. So these are the three major categories of activities that Monday needs to carry out to have success in her business. Now, the sixth step is you need to measure, right? It's important that you know exactly how you're doing. And how do you do this? Via an acronym called SMART. SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, or attainable, realistic, and time bound, right? Why do you need to have all these in one? First of all, you need to say exactly what you want to achieve, and you need to be able to measure it. Like, what's the goal? It's good to have, an objective, but for you to know if you're moved from one point to the other, you need to quantify this. And once you've quantified it, do you think it's achievable for you? And then is it realistic? It's good to be optimistic, but then do not give yourself something that you might not achieve, because if you set goals so high and then you don't achieve them, you can actually break down. So always make sure that you can achieve this. And then these times of time bound, you need to be able to control all this, right? When am I achieving this? Am I progressing? Am I actually moving forward? Okay. So that is why you need to set smart objectives. Now, smart objectives is how you know if you've succeeded, right? Let's look at a broad objective to increase online sales. Very broad, very broad. In fact, if you give yourself that goal, even you don't know how you can actually say if you're growing or not. To increase brand awareness, very, very broad. But if you say to increase online sales by 20% within the next 3 months, then you would know that, okay, I'm living from this point to this point, right? And say I'm looking for 500. If I have to increase 20% of 500, you calculate 20% of 500, then you add the total number. That gives you the point where you're supposed to be in the next 3 months. That means you now brainstorm, what do I do to get there? Okay. Then to increase our brand awareness on Facebook by growing our audience with new people by 40%. Again, that's very detailed. You want to increase brand awareness, but where? On Facebook. How so? 40%. Very, very interesting and key. So this is how you set up your objectives. So let's look at the digital marketing plan that Monday has altogether. Her business goal: reach more people in my local area, get more customers through my door. Who are her audience, or who are the people that she's targeting? Females, 39 to 45 years old in her local area, and they are equally past customers. Okay, what is she going to use? Local SEO and then Facebook, right? Activity: build a website and boost visibility on Google. Use Facebook advertising to target people in my local area. What's her online objective? Increase online reach, increase returning customers. What's her smart objective? Increase Facebook page live from new people by 50% within the next month. Increase bookings from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. So this is how your business, your digital marketing plan should look like once you've covered all these topics. Very important. Take a good look at this example so that you can actually do a review of how you're doing, right? Then we will stop here for questions. Now I'm just going to tell, I think it's Moses or your Tay that asked me about SEO. Don't bother, we're covering it in the last part. But before we get there, are there more questions? Are there more questions? So what did we just cover? We covered digital marketing channels, okay? We just covered digital marketing channels. So do we have questions at this level? Do we have questions at this level? Please do not hesitate to drop your questions. It's important that I know what maybe is not understanding. You can even drop it with relation to your business. We can have a little chat concerning that. Any more questions, please? Any more questions? I thought we had agreed not to be shy. I thought we had agreed on this. So I'm going to wait for at least 1 minute before I continue because I need to make sure that all of us are understanding. But if you're good, let me know you're good. While waiting for you to drop your questions, let me do a quick recap. So we'll cover the 6 steps you need to build a digital marketing plan. The first step is your business goals and objectives. The second step is actually your budget and resource. You're answering what is possible. The third step at this level is your target audience. Who am I talking to? The fourth step is your digital marketing channels. What am I using to talk to these people after I've identified my goals and what is possible? The fifth step is where I'm planning everything. What am I doing? And how am I doing it? That's the plan. The sixth step is where you're actually measuring, you're doing it according to the SMART acronym. Okay, so this is, a little bit what it looks like. So far, any questions? Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I need to give you like a sweet for being so participative. Thank you. I really pray that it helps you. Now, um, Elizabeth is the only person that commented. So, anybody else? Any question? Any preoccupation? Okay, thank you to Isabella. Okay, after one last person, right? I'm moving forward. Just one last person. Shouldn't be Elizabeth or Isabella. Okay, trying to see Dandy. Okay, thank you, Ewura Aqua. Aqua is a Ghanaian name, so I'm sure you're from Ghana, right? So, thank you so much to everybody commenting. It's relieving to know that what you're saying makes sense because at the end of the day, we want to make sure that this helps you. So, we should be able to know if you're learning or not. Now, let's harness the power of digital advertising. If you notice the thought process or the sessions process we first of all introduced, then we built the plan. Now we're looking into digital advertising. Now let's get started with what we call search engine marketing. Now, search engine marketing is that process whereby you do everything right for your website to rank above, and that is mainly by paying Google, to put that website above. So now let's look a bit at this web page. If you look at it up here, you're going to see a yellow board, right? We call this the search query. So this is generally where you go and input your question. Google, find restaurants, restaurant near me, coffee shop in Accra. Okay, that's where you input the question. It's the yellow box, and then when you've inputted the question, you're going to see answers come down, right? The answers are going to come below. If a restaurant has done advertising on Google, you're actually going to see it come here wherever you see the blue box, right? If the restaurant has done advertising, I'm sure there's going to be some restaurants with Google Business Profile appear there, and then there's going to be ad. Wherever you see ad, just know that that person has advertised. And I have a colleague who genuinely says, please, when you see that, right, that information does not help you, don't click because you're spending the person's money. Why? Let me explain to you how this process happened. With Google Ads, Google does not charge you before. They actually charge they charge you per click, cost per click. That means that when you're advertising, it's a number of clicks that you're actually paying for, right? The number of clicks that you are paying for. And then below now is what we call SEO. Here are the people that have not paid, right? If you notice, people that have paid are showcased above, whether it's via the images or whether it's via the information. But people that have not paid, that are doing local SEO, that are just working for their information to rank above, are actually below, right? Very, very important. That is search engine marketing. Okay, very, very important. That's search engine marketing. This now for you to understand this whole process. But still, even when you pay, remember that you need to have good content, because Google is not going to showcase some that this algorithm, they function in a way that the person with the best information ranks above. So it's important that you still have content, and a lot and good content on your website. So the points where you actually research, how do we call it? We call it the search query. Okay. The blue banner, how do we call them? Paid text and shopping ads. And then green is organic search listings. Okay. Now, let's look at the process for search engine marketing. The first thing is you need to understand your customers. Why? Because that's where everything starts from. It's your customers that permit you. It's because you know your customers that you actually know what they will need and how they'll get to find you on search engine marketing. The second thing is you need to know the exact or the right keywords to use. Why? Because you need to know what they will be looking for. If you're into catering, for example, precisely pastries, you're going to put keywords such as catering, you're going to put keywords such as pastries, you're going to put keywords such as cakes, cookies, in fact everything that is linked to catering. Why? Because maybe somebody may be looking for cakes today, or today he can look for banana cake or cookies cake or cupcake. You need to think of all those words. And how do you find your keywords? You can go to Google Keyword Finder. It's going to really help you do that. Now, the second thing is you create an ad copy, right? And it's not so complicated. To create your ad copy is your flyer or all the details. In fact, for you to get started with search engine marketing, you need to go to ads.google.com. Ads.google.com. Let me get that link for you. Ads.google.com. 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 So I've posted a link in the comment section on YouTube for you to, get familiar with search engine marketing. That's how the process is actually commenced, right? Let me see. Somebody posted that Nana said to be the best producer of farmer cucumber, to be the best producer of farmer in cucumber production in the next 2 years. Awesome, Nana. Awesome. Now that is your business goal. Say you want to make it an online objective. Where are you from in your business? Do many people know you? Are you still trying to, you know, are you trying to, how do I say this? Are you trying to get your customers more faithful? Okay, so you need to think of all that, right? That was just an aside. So I was talking about creating the ad copy. You go to ads.google.com. The link has been dropped in the comment section. And the fourth thing is you put all this together. And don't bother, it's not too complicated. Once you already know your customers, you know what words you use, then you create your ad copy and then you just wrap it up. Okay? Now let's move forward to looking at the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization. So with search engine marketing, you pay for listings, you bid on keywords, you can get to the first page straight away, right? Like we noticed. But on search engine optimization, the listings are free, but then you optimize keywords. You think of the good keywords. You need to remove even negative keywords, right? And then you also need to know that it can take time, because people need to take time to trust you. Very, very important. So how do you get started with search engine optimization? You sign up for Search Console. That's the very first category of actions you put in place. You sign up for Search Console. And when you're signing up for Search Console, what do? You submit your content to Google, you monitor how you're doing in search, you send alerts on critical issues. Now, the second category of things you'll be carrying out is helping Google to find your content. You submit what we call a site map. You promote your site on and offline, very important, and you share new content. The third category of actions is you help Google and users understand your content. And for this, you need to create unique, accurate page titles, create good titles and snippets, and then use heading tags to emphasize important text. Okay? Little key tips: search engine optimization and search engine marketing happen when you have a website. If you do not have a website yet, then you might be missing on a very great tool to make your website, your business grow. But don't fret, there are a lot of free online platforms that you can use to create free website. In the last class we spoke about wix.com, we spoke about sites.google.com. We even mentioned in today's class that when you build a free Google business profile, you equally have the possibility to um, have a free website. Now, while we are at it, the certificate link is going to be dropped in the comment section. Please do well to fill it in because it's important that at the end of all the sessions you have your certificates, right? So do well to fill in your certificate link. Now, let's continue with search engine optimization tips for success. The first thing is you need to run keyword research. Like I told you, you can go to Google Keywords Finder. But generally, I think this process is quite easy because you can also do it manually, which is very encouraging. Or I encourage people to do that a lot, right? How so? You can get up in the morning and you think of words that are linked to your activity sector and you type it from a whole device that is not yours so that the information is not biased. You will see how you rank and you see how you're doing in your SEO process. And so make sure you also publish useful and high quality content. Very important. Useful and high quality content, and make your web pages search friendly. Now, what does it mean? It means that your website should be usable, whether it's via a phone or whether it's via a laptop or whether it's via a computer. Okay, now I hope Tosin has understood better SEO and SEM from all these explanations. Now let's dive to display ads. So display ads, what are they? Like I told you, it's simply that process whereby you create you you design a creative and you make it known, or you put it on very popular website or website that have a lot of traction. Equally, sites, applications that have a lot of traction. All right. Now, so how is display advertising different from search advertising? First of all, in search advertising, you focus around matching ads to user search queries. How means that when you're using search advertising, somebody must have asked Google for something, meaning somebody must have put something in the search query, what we looked below. We looked in the pages bar. Sorry. And then the second thing is most relevant when the primary objective is to generate sales. That's when you should use it when you're really trying to generate sales, search advertising. But with display advertising, you're focused around serving ads across different websites such as news, blogs, and local websites. That's what you're doing it. And then most relevant when the primary objective is when you're trying to build brand awareness or traffic. Okay? Remember the Hikaya story I told you about. So what's the process for display advertising? First of all, as you should understand your customers. Then you should find placement ideas. Maybe you can already think of the website in your country that you think that are really, gains a lot of traffic. The news or web or blogs that are really gaining traffic. You should create an ad creative, and it's simply the very beautiful poster that you're going to make. Now, how is this ad supposed to look like? It shouldn't be very saturated because if you put a lot of information there, people might not have time to read. It's on the website, so you're using your screen, and sometimes it can be small. So think about all that when you're creating the ad creative, and then make sure you put all this together. Okay. Now, let's talk about social advertising. This is simply paying for advertisement to be done on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Pinterest. Now, why should you use social advertising? Very interesting question. Why? Because first of all, thanks to social advertising, you can get to your customers, but you can equally get customers that are not yours. You can equally find ideal customers, and you can do what we call retargeting. That means when you see how your ad has gone, and then you notice the people that really came back, you can do the same ad again by targeting them again for them to have see what you're trying to put before their face. Very interesting. And then everybody's on social media. Okay, if some are on Facebook and some are on Instagram, at the end of the day, it's social media. So it's a very powerful tool to harness. Okay, so what are the main differences between organic and paid social media? With organic social media, first of all, views, actions, or clicks are free, right? They are free. So whenever you're posting on Facebook, if you're not advertising, it's free, right? Then the content appears on your business profile and in people's news feeds. Maybe they can even appear on friends of friends, but not really. That's why we say that can reach only your followers and friends of followers. But now with paid social media, you pay for views, action, clicks from posts or ads. Your ads can appear on more places, very key, and can reach anyone. People don't have to follow you. People don't necessarily have to follow you, but they will see your ad. Now, let's look at the process for social media advertising. First of all, you choose your objective. What are you seeking to achieve? Then the second point is you choose your audience. The third thing is you create your ad creative. Okay. Then you set up your budget. How much are you willing to spend? $20, $20. You set up your budget. Then we will stop here for the second burst of questions. Hi, Susanna. Oh, thank you so much, White Network. Thank you too. Um, please do well to fill in the attendance form. Very important and very key. Please fill it. So far, do we have any other session? We've actually already done 1 hour, so I should hurry up so I don't take much of your evening again. Any question, please? No question. Or are we shy? If we have no question, please let's just comment. If we don't have any question, can we mention it? Hi, Aqua, Afum, how are you? You're coming at the end, but don't bother. You can always rewatch the session, and you will learn a lot. We're going to leave it there for you. So, any questions, please? Okay. What about the others? Susanna, Nana, Asabea. Wow, very cute name. Ewura Aqua, Isabella, Elizabeth, Moses, Catherine, Priscilla, Zandi, Emanuela, Isabella. Any more questions? So if we don't have any questions, right, we can just drop that we're good and then we're understanding. It's fine too. So we're very silent. Okay, let me just move forward, right? I will just assume that I'm a very good teacher. But I want to also make sure that we are all good, right? Let me move forward. Let me not take much of your time. Like I already mentioned in the beginning, there's a free bootcamp available from Google, right? So please sign up for the Hustle Academy bootcamp. Very, very interesting. We completed one last week with the Nigeria class, and I hope that we get to teach the Ghana class. It's going to be a very awesome week. Please, if you want to take your business to another level, sign up for this bootcamp. I promise you, you won't regret it. The link is going to be dropped too. So equally, what are your next steps? Okay, if you want to self-learn, if you want to learn more, so just go to learndigital.withgoogle.com/digital courses, and you can find us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can equally find Impactor on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and even on LinkedIn. So make sure you follow us. You learn a lot of things for your business. You'll be able to have answers questions. You can even win free items like free digital marketing strategies, free websites. Just follow Impactor. There are a lot of surprises. And from your favorite Cameroonian to you, I thank you so much for being on the call. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to be with you. Please let me know how was the session. Please, I hope you learned a lot. Okay. I'm sure the links to Impact her social media are equally going to be posted in the chat section. Very important for you to contact us. So thank you so much for being on the call. Now, thank you for being with us. Thank you for taking out your evening to learn. And I hope this goes a long way to satisfy your business endeavors. I really wish you the best and see you maybe during the next section. Okay? So take care of yourself. Have a great weekend. Right? And bye bye. Please at least give me your favorite emoji or say something like I've literally spoken alone. Thank you. Thank you too, at least for commenting. Just say something. At least let me know that I was not alone throughout the call. At least bye. Just tell me bye bye. I'll be happy. If you just tell me bye, I'm going to be very happy. Okay. You guys want me to assume that we are shy, and of which I know we are not shy. Let me thank you too for being around. Queen. Okay. So do well not to miss the other session. I think the other sessions are going to happen on Friday next week. We have the other session, so make sure not to miss and make sure to be on time. Okay. So thank you, Marina. All right. So at least I've had 3 comments. I feel better. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Genevieve, for this. Thank you so much for that gentle reminder. The link has been posted. You can just take it and keep it aside, right? Fill it after. Okay, so great. Have a very wonderful evening. See you um maybe next Friday. Take care. Bye.